Okay, we're here with Chinmay at the Futurist Conference. You're from BlockX Labs, based in Toronto, here where we are. Tell us a little bit about what you guys have been up to.
So we are, in a nutshell, it's a dev shop specializing in blockchain for the last 12 months, but the roots are much stronger. It started by 3 developers who has been in the industry for more than a decade. When I say industry, I mean like project delivery. One comes from financial sector, one comes from startups, one comes from like companies like BlackBerry, so enterprises, and we all have coded for more than a decade. We all got together and we were tired of how people deliver projects in any industry, particularly blockchain, where everyone is like just talking about all the things and nothing gets delivered. It's annoying as hell. So last August we were like, what should we do? And that's how we got started with like, okay, let's create a blockchain practice. Let's grow from just like a lifestyle business to something more scalable. So last August it was a decision, like a conscious decision made on our side to go ahead and scale the company. So it was 3 people then. We are roughly 16 people, mostly based in Toronto. In fact, all based in Toronto except 2 people. And the idea is to grow 25 by this end of the year, and we are all the way going.
And you guys have a particular vision on how to help these main chain protocols?
Definitely. So one of the concerns that we have in the protocol industry, everyone comes up with nice protocols, but the adoption is like the real biggest problem. So in the adoption wise, if you want user adoption, you need application. For requiring application, you need developers, and for developers, you need developer tools. So most of the things start with a core chain and the developer tool, so it's easy for everyone to get started. And if you don't have dev tools, it's very hard for you to compete with behemoths like Ethereum. I'm not saying Ethereum is bad. What I'm saying is it should be level playing field. And the way you can achieve is by having a proper dev tool set up whenever the network launches. So one of the projects that we're looking into, and we are like a month and a half in, is can we create a common dev tools ecosystem, so whenever a network is being launched, they automatically have a set of dev tools, like at least the basics covered. The developers can go in, start exploring, start giving feedback, and of course they will all have their own flavors, but the idea is at least you have something to start with. So there's no like big adoption curve, right? So that's what we're trying to solve here right now.
It seems to me like WebAssembly is creating part of that bridge. Would you agree with that?
I would call it as like one of the piece of the puzzle, but the idea is WebAssembly requires still. So when you look at I've been a developer more than a decade, and when you developers use something, they have a range of tools. So it starts with like requirements gathering, and then development, then testing, then deployment, then maintenance, and then redeployments, continuous integration. So each and every stage has a specialized tool. So even if you use like WebAssembly, you need all the tools that can help you throughout your dev cycle. And that's the idea that we are trying to see. Can we build something generic enough?
Do you guys have UI and UX people in-house?
The beauty of what we have achieved is we are full service dev shop. So being a full service dev shop, we have like front-end designers, developers, back-end developers, scalability engineers, architects, all the covered, and then blockchain. So the idea is blockchain is again 10%. So 10% of our team is blockchain core, and everyone else is blockchain enabled. So that's how we see it. Like whenever a new person joins the team, within 2 weeks we make them blockchain enabled, so they know enough to start working on blockchain projects. But there are 3 to 4 people who are blockchain core, who can literally build a protocol layer network from scratch if they are given an opportunity to. So that's the idea to come up with the team.
You guys obviously have guys that can write smart contracts, and the second part of the question, how do you go about auditing those smart contracts?
You're asking the right question, because in the cryptocurrency world, smart contract is like the most basic token you can have. So, token, it can be misunderstood here, but it's a most basic unit of fundamental. Like if you can write smart contract, then you can build anything in the world. So yes, we have smart contract writers, we do have auditors. The idea behind it is you don't really create things from scratch. So it's not a new idea. It has been outside in the software industry for a very long time, probably since the inception. It's called DRY, D-R-Y. It's don't repeat yourself. And that's exactly what you do whenever you're developing smart contract. Don't repeat yourself. There are tons of libraries available which are secure, audited 10,000 times like Zeppelin. Use them as the base, and then just add variations based on whatever the business logic is required. And that's how you can automate 90% of the work, keep the cost low, keep it very consistent, and the most importantly, secure.
Great talking to you. How can people find out more about you guys?
So they can reach me directly at cpatel@blockxlab.com or info@blockxlabs.com. You can follow us on the Twitter, same handle, blockxlab.com, or you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm pretty open, I'm pretty flexible. It may take time to get back to you, but I will definitely get back to you.
Wish you guys all the best. It's been great talking to you, man.
Thank you very much. Thanks for interviewing me.